This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, we're here at the Kever of the Tana Aleki, Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch. We know Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai had 5 primary Talmidim. Elazar ben Horkenes, Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch. The Mishnah says, Abba Shal Omer. If you put all the Chachmei Yisrael on one side of the spoon with Rabbi Elazar ben Horkenes, and on the other side Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch, Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch would outweigh everyone. In fact, I believe Tosfos and Chagiga says, Rabbi Elazar HaKalir, the Paitan, was Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch. And yet, if you look through the pages of Shas, Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch does not appear. What happened to him? Where'd he go? All the other Tanoim are there. Where's Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch? So the Gemara says in Masechta Shabbos that there were certain springs and certain wine. This was luxurious springs, luxurious wine that drew away the Aseres Hashvat from Klal Yisrael. And he went there, and the Gemara says he forgot his learning. And when he got to the pasuk, HaChodesh Hazel Lachem, he read it, HaCharesh Haya Libam, Ayin B'Sham Rav Shamshon Me'ashapoli, that the letters that were exchanged from Daled, Zayin, Chaf, 31, which is the Kale, the name of memory, got switched for the name, the shame of forgetting. Hacharesh, Resh, Haya, Yud, Libam, Beis. Riv is 212, that's the shame of Shikha. And Rav Elazar ben Aruch, he's not mentioned in Shas. Why? Too much luxury. Too much luxury. What a limud, the greatest of all the Tanaim. But I want to share with you something even more astounding. You look in Chagiga, Yudalad Amud Beis. Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch was following Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, and he says, Rebbi, teach me the secrets of Torah. And Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai said, I told you already. I can't teach you. You're not in the Madrega. So Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch says, Rebbi, let me tell you something about the Ma'aseh Merkava. And he starts telling Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, like the Ma'aseh Merkava, like you can't believe it. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai got off his horse because it was producing fire, the Torah of Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch. And he said, he kissed him, he says, Ashrecha, that you come from Avram Avinu. Ask the Marsha. Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch told Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, you taught this to me. So Marsha asks, how could Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai have taught it to Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch, but Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch, he forgot his learning? Is he ready for this Marsha? Even though the Gemara in Shabbos says he forgot his learning, he made a comeback. That's all the Marsha says. So it comes out that the greatest of all the Tanoim, he's not mentioned in Shas because he went after Moisrois. But it also comes out that if somebody has a low moment in life and they sink so low that they forget their learning, not only could they make a comeback, they could reach the Madrega that they know the Ma'aseh Merkava of the highest level of the Tanoim. Think about what Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch did. You know, it's easier to be a Baal Tshuva than to forget all your learning and yet bring yourself back and to be elevated to the highest possible Madrega. So we don't know when Abba Shol says if you put Elazar ben Aruch on one side of the scale, he would outweigh all the Tanoim. Definitely before, and l'chayra, definitely after. But Elazar ben Aruch ultimately brought himself back, according to the Marsha, where he was able to learn Ma'aseh Merkava to a level that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai could not be masig. And according to Tosfos, this is Rabbi Elazar HaKalir, the author of the Kinnis. And we have a tradition about Rabbi Elazar HaKalir that how did he write the Piyutim? He would say different shemos. He would go up to Shamayim, and the Malachei Hasharis themselves would teach him the formula of how to create the Piyutim and the Tfilos. So in this Makom, may all of our Tfilos be Niskabel, Barachamim Uvratzain.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.